What would you say if I called you a brutish fossil, symbolic of a decayed era, gratefully forgotten?
I don't know. Thanks.
Uy, ¿qué pasó?
Dina, ¿quieres decir algo?
Que no oye.
La seguridad del Estado.
Dina, do you want to say something? State security is outside. Now, if you've been living under a rock, you may be unaware that there have been protests taking place in Cuba right now against the communist Cuban government. And the young lady right here is apparently, I don't know actually, but she's apparently a YouTuber that goes by the name of Dina Stars, and she's holding an interview right now when, El Policía comes rolling up on her. And guys, I'm an American. It's infuriating to see any government, any central government just abuse and terrorize their people in such a manner. It sucks. Let's get going.
Afuera.
¿Está afuera la seguridad?
Tengo que salir.
¿Te están llamando?
Sí, voy a dejar a mi amiga aquí.
Sí, sal, nos quedamos.
I mean, I can see how she's pretty popular though. She is cute. I mean, what? I'm still the gent. All right, I'm still the gent, boys. She's kind of alright.
¿Quién espera aquí?
La van a detener en directo.
No sé.
Literalmente la van a detener en directo.
Si podéis, eso es, para ver qué va a pasar. A ver,
So she handed it off to a homegirl, and now a homegirl is, following up with her.
No podemos grabar ahora afuera.
¿podemos escuchar lo que le dicen?
Can we go outside? Can we listen to what they tell her?
Voy a ver.
Que no te pongas en peligro, evidentemente, pero si se puede escuchar la conversación.
A ver si se puede escuchar.
But see, here's the thing. They got to be quiet about it. They got to be real sneaky about it. I mean, one of the beautiful things, in theory, right, is our American constitutional rights, because it's kind of how we've gotten to a point where we can look at this and be like, yo, what the because this isn't something that that here in the United States is supposed to be permissible, but in places and everywhere else in the world, I mean, not everywhere, but in a good chunk of the world, yeah, your government can just mollywop you if they want.
Pero no te pongas en peligro, por favor.
Please don't endanger yourself.
Funcionario.
No sé si se ve.
Estamos viendo en directo cómo la seguridad llama a nuestro contacto.
We're watching live now how Cuban security summons our contact in Cuba.
En Cuba y habla con ella. Estamos en directo, no sabemos lo que va a pasar a partir de ahora.
Alguien de aquí habrá llamado a Cuba y habrá avisado que estaba la
estamos viendo por lo menos a ella, a ver qué ha pasado. Dina.
Vale. Escucha.
Sí, Dina.
A ver, me llevan para Zapata y C, en vivo desde España. Hago responsable al gobierno de cualquier cosa que me pueda pasar. Dina, me tengo que ir. Dina, sí.
Yeah, so she's been doing reporting from out in Cuba, and now, the police have taken her. And this was like, a couple of days ago, and it's really sad. It's jacked up. Let's run it back though.
Responsable al gobierno de cualquier cosa que me pueda pasar.
So she's saying, hey, the Cuban government is responsible for whatever happens to me. And once again, a big thing that I want to reiterate in this video.
Para ver qué va a pasar.
thing I really want to reiterate in this video, as I do it right here and right now, is how, really fortunate we are as Americans, those of us born here, raised here. Real talk, regardless, if you happen to find yourself on the soil, okay, there are laws on top of laws on top of other laws on top of other laws that initially are supposed to secure our rights. That by all means, our governments here in the United States, even, and we talk about this all the time, you have four governments over you at any given time. For the most part, you got your federal government, state government, county and local municipal governments. And so at any given time here in the United States, there are four different sets of laws, and if any one of four different sets of sets of laws that you are operating under, and if any one of them decide to take such an authoritarian stance, we have those checks and balances. And even when it comes to things that are going on in the United States today, such as with the whole vaccine thing, or you have there's so many different not even vaccine, well, really vaccine, because they got the people going door to door, and we'll see how that's played out. I've heard that started in North Carolina already. We'll see how that plays out. They've done it here in Jersey. I mean, I ain't nobody knock for me yet, so I'm good. But when it comes to sanctuary states, right? When it comes to Second Amendment sanctuary states, we have plenty here. We have plenty of law enforcement here that do believe in securing rights, and plenty that don't. I mean, in the great state of New Jersey, in and of itself, we have over 700 law enforcement agencies. It's really why? I actually have the answer to that. But the answer to that is, they needed to make more jobs to be the government, to, have sway and influence and basically keep raising the damn taxes. And that's what our government does, is raise taxes and then, throw people money and be like, oh yeah, we're like welfare is, particularly with our feminist overlords at this very moment. And don't think that for a second that I've forgotten about the audits that are taking place. But that's here in the States. What's taking place in Cuba it's heartbreaking. It really is, because we know the ideology. Even Jen Psaki recently came out and said how communist ideology, it's failed. It's failed endless times, over and over again. Yet, in the one place where and you have these gigantic protests taking place there. And here in the States, we had our protests, but though ours was far more staged, okay? Because notice how quickly they've gone away. And speaking of protests, yeah, you guys hear about George Floyd's, what's the name? George Floyd's memorial getting struck by lightning. Jesus Christ. I was gonna do a video on it, but I was just like, it is what it is. Let them all hammer it on out. But we're witnessing the young lady, maybe the last remnants of this young lady. But fingers crossed that Dina Stars comes back out, and she handles she gets out, and sense is made of all of this, but the likelihood is slim to none. So guys, with that being said, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you like it, toss it like, dislike, go ahead, do that too. Don't be scared of your sub. If you enjoy my fantastic voice and want to get videos like this every single day, share, because sharing is caring. And YouTube and Bitchute and aren't the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications. Get something from Teespring. Check me out on Patreon as well. Links in the description. Actually go in the description box and do damage and speak. Let me know. What do you guys think in the comments? Yeah, I mean, she's cute. And it sucks that this is that other countries weren't as didn't have the foresight that the U.S. did when it came to building itself up and having a constitution for itself, and then in allowing the regular residents to have the Second Amendment, because this is the type of shit that our Second Amendment actually helps to quell. It really does. And that's one of the reasons why me and the left have remained at odds, is because there's You have the right to defend yourself, and if everybody got guns, then shoot it. It is what it is. But yeah, you can't really reason with the feminine. And shout out to these ladies right here. Like I say it all the time. Like even though the channel is billed as misogynist, ladies, when your mind's in the right place and your heart's in the right place and you are of your right mind, that's when you are truly in your glory. And it's just sad that it's like, particularly here in the West, that's been just removed from the chicks. But shout out to these beautiful Cuban ladies here. So guys, with that being said, let me know what you guys think in the comments. All right, until the next one.
Jimmy, you're thinking with your dick.
I am not thinking with my dick.
Yes, you are.
No, I just think that
Put your dick away.
she's an emotional,
Jim.
interesting, caring girl.
Jimmy, that's your dick talking.